Every motorcycle gets 2 reviews. The first one happens the day it's released. Horsepower charts, weight comparisons, spec sheets, first rides. The second review, though, usually doesn't happen until everyone stops talking about it. That's when you find out whether people bought a motorcycle or simply bought into the excitement. I've owned mine long enough now to be past the excitement of something new. So this video isn't a review, this isn't a first impressions. This is a what it's like after the honeymoon phase has faded and that one thought lingers. But now we live together. Let's be honest. The internet has the attention span of a Labrador. 1 month, everybody needs this motorcycle. 6 months later, there's another one. New colors, 5 more horsepower, revised TFT displays, and suddenly the previous game changer is sitting on Facebook Marketplace with 800 miles. The Kove 450 Rally seems to be entering that phase. Now let me say this. I don't think it's because it's a bad motorcycle. I think it's because people expected it to be something it never claimed to be. It's too tall for some, too dirt-oriented for others, too much maintenance for riders expecting an Africa Twin, too much weight for riders expecting an Enduro bike. A rally bike lives in an awkward middle ground. It's designed to cross countries, not parking lots. Most motorcycles in the same class that the Kove seems to inhabit have a certain comfort zone. You ride outside of that, and the bike reminds you who's actually in charge. The Kove seems to have the opposite personality. The suspension starts to work harder, the chassis settles in, the steering becomes calmer. Instead of feeling nervous, the motorcycle starts to reward confidence. It's almost like it was designed to go rally racing. Weird concept, I know. Now that's not to say that the good doesn't come with a little bit of bad as well. Of course, it is not perfect. The aftermarket still has a long way to go. Compared to KTM or Honda, your options are limited. If you like customizing your bikes, you're gonna have to be patient. It also feels a little old school, mechanical. Not crude, just uncomplicated. The gearbox likes deliberate shifts, the controls have weight. At slow speeds it can feel a little clunky, but that's the price of a motorcycle that was defined around function instead of refinement. But the payoff is, the faster you ride it, the less any of that matters. In fact, the faster you go, the better the motorcycle becomes. And I think that's where a lot of people misunderstood the Kove. They judged it at the pace of an adventure bike instead of the pace of a rally bike. So, where does that leave me? Well, to answer a question I've been getting quite often, no, mine is not for sale. Not because I think it's perfect, and not because I think everybody should own one. It's because after all the options, after all the comparisons, after all the hype, I still enjoy riding it. In fact, I think I've only scratched the surface.